Hello everybody, this is Mr. Pilgrim here coming at you with the last video in the Platinum Trophy Guide for Elden Ring. This is going to show you where to get the last talisman, how to get all 3 endings of the game, and finish up whatever remaining bosses that you have as well. So from here, as you're probably wondering, since we just got teleported back to the Ash City of Lindell, why are we here in the Forbidden Lands? Well, this is actually one of the easier spawns, I guess you could say, or if you wanted to, you could try over here, but for the sake of it, we're just going to start here and head back into the city to grab the last talisman, and then of course we'll go back to the Lindell, capital of Ash. So I will see you once that is all said and done, and I'm going to show you the way. Alright, now from here we'll have the first of the 3 bosses that you can fight in this last area. It will be Sir Gideon, the old guy.
I commend your spirit, but alas, I guess high hopes onto eternity.
And just like that, pretty easy boss, no damage. You will get his armor set once it is said and done.
Not even you, a man, cannot kill a god.
And then like normal, you can just follow the path that we take. And then that'll lead to the next boss. Alright, now we'll have the first Elden Lord as our boss. As our next boss to face, I'm sorry. pretty tough boy. And then about at the halfway point, he will transcend and become Horlo. And he'll now do WWE moves. As you can see. But he's actually quite easy.
Thy strength befits same crown.
And that'll get you your next trophy. From here we can grab the third to last grace. I remembered another grace that was their thing and stuff. Anyways. So from here I'm just going to level up and all that. Alright, so from here we're now going to head and face the final boss. If you're wondering what I'm doing, don't worry, you can fight the final boss and then have a checkpoint before the game just automatically ends, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to try out a new build that I've been thinking is going to work well, so we'll see how it goes. So you interact with the light and it will teleport you. If you die, you have to do this every single time, rewatch the cutscene every single time. Gets annoying. But we'll now have the boss, Radagon of the Golden Order. Eyes. As you can see, you can hit him with that and attack. And it will deal some good damage to him. We're also using Black Knife Niche. Kind of hard to get a good hit, but because the thing about Radagon is that you can't bleed him or the second phase boss, sadly. I mean, it does good damage, but for what we need, no. I think it went okay. We have decent flasks, but having Black Knife Niche at least be half health or more is probably recommended for this next fight. And it'll be for the Elden Beast. As you can see, that was some good damage. If he goes up in the air, you can try to back off away from Teach. Try and have him not take any kind of damage. It's really hard. And also the fact that the Elden Beast loves to move around a lot, as you can see. But having Tish hit that one ability will probably be the best thing for us. As you can see, it does so much damage. But also ensuring that they stay alive is really what matters the most right now. Because they can't really kill themselves, and that's what really sucks. There we go. This is probably the most annoying attack that you can get. Considering the fact that it just sticks to you for so long. There we go. And Tish is now dead. But that's pretty much how I beat this boss the first time, is I just had Tish survive, and with a mixture of different trial and error, I found what worked best. And this is not it. Definitely not it. But you never know until it's over. Well, it's probably over. Yeah. Alright, but I'm gonna skip till we beat this, just save the time and hassle. So yeah. Alright, and as you can see, we have now defeated the Elden Beast and gotten the Elden Remembrance. God, this place is amazing. And we're quickly shut out. Oh well. But once that is done, you will see that you can, if you've done things as I have, you'll have this blue summon sign here and everything. But before we're finished, we have one last thing to do. So we'll touch this grace, which will allow us to just instantly warp back here to the middle. So now what we're actually going to do is head to the underground roadside. Alright, now from here, basically what you're just going to be doing is following the path that I take to get to the next area and stuff like that, and unlock the option for all 3 possible endings to get the last 3 trophies that you need, or to clean up any bosses that you haven't done along the way in the guide. So yeah, so just follow the path that I take. It is a very confusing one, and yeah. Alright, so from here, you can now finally head inside, and you will find a very interesting enemy here. It's probably quite an expansive underground network that they have going on here. Impressive. But in here, we will have our last boss-related trophy, and that will be Moog, the Omen. You'd think he'd be like the Lord of Blood, but no, he's not. He's actually a weaker version. He can still hurt, of course. Like I said in the Lord of Blood fight, this version just doesn't have a phase 2. Still hate the blood rain. Never get old. But just like that, we will have unlocked our last boss-related trophy. We can now grab this Grace. And then the last little secret that you'll have to do is you'll hit this, it'll reveal a hidden path, and then you'll have to follow this all the way down. It's a very, very specific falling puzzle that you have to go down to get all the way down there. But I'm going to skip all of that and just head all the way down and then go over the last 3 trophies that you should have at this point, which is to get all of the endings. Alright, but once you have made it all the way down and have unlocked the Grace Frenzied Flame prescription, just save it at that, alright? So from here, what you want to do is you'll head all the way back to the Fractured America. Right, so how to get all three endings in a single save is pretty simple, at least in theory. So what you do is on PlayStation, at least, if you happen to have PlayStation Plus, or if you're connected to the internet you have a USB, those are your two options of backing up your save. On other consoles, I don't know how to do that, or on PC, I don't know how to do that. But for PlayStation, that's what you'll do is you'll save right here. This way you don't have to do any side quest lines, and then what you want to do is then do the normal ending, which is to where you walk up to the statue and fix it, which will get you the Elden Lord ending. You'll then reload the save, you'll then touch the blue sign right there, which will get you the Age of Stars ending, and then the last one you'll do is you'll go back to the area we were just at, take off all of your armor and gear, and then you'll interact with the door, and that'll allow you to come back here, and then you'll interact with the statue, and that'll get you the third ending, the Lord of the Frenzied Flame. And doing it in that order is a lot easier, because doing the Frenzied Flame last means you don't have to get rid of it in order to do the other two, which would require you to have to do another quest line, which at this point in the game I'm sure everybody's just like, I just want the Platinum Trophy. But yeah, that's going to be how you get all three endings. Of course, I'm going to show them and stuff like that, which I got on my first character, so that's why all three of the endings are male instead of female, like this character is, as you can see. But yeah, hopefully these guides have been helpful, and if there's any input on what you guys used build-wise to get through the game, or if you're just as saddened as I am, or have the disc version of the game and were able to downgrade your patch in order to abuse the Ice Rind Hatchet, let me know in the comments, as I'm curious to see what all builds you guys use to get through the game and stuff like that, as this is a pretty open game and build diversity is really up there. But I'll see you all in the next one.
battle is over, I see. I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars, 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness. Well then, shall we? My fair consort eternal.
The fallen leaves tell a story of how a tarnished became Elden Lord. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall an age of fracture.